How do you know if you have a high-performing team? I'm Marina and I've been in technology for over 15 years, and today I'm going to talk to you about the 3 characteristics that describe high-performing teams. The first characteristic of high-performing teams is a common goal and a sense of purpose. What does that mean? Well, it is not sufficient to set up a goal for a team. If you have children, you know this very well. And I'm not saying teams are like children, to be clear, because we're all adults and we should be treated as adults in the workplace, which does not happen, by the way, but that's a different video. I'm saying that just telling somebody to do something is not enough to make the team high performing, even if they achieve that. So the difference in execution between a high-performing team and a non-high-performing team is the following. If you tell a non-high-performing team that they need to build system X and you give them the requirements, they will build you just that, system X. A high-performing team, on the other hand, will ask a lot of questions. Sometimes they will have pushbacks. A lot of the times they will have additional ideas that they can add onto it. A lot of times they will even come up with a better solution of how to achieve the exact same goal. And that's why it is important for you to think about how to build a high-performing team versus just building a team that executes a task. So how does purpose come in terms of like goal setting, and why it's important to have purpose is because purpose will give that high-performing team that additional extra knowledge, empowerment, and force to be able to build the better writer solution for the problem that you have stated, and will not simply just execute blindly on a goal. The second characteristic of high-performing teams is that there is trust and safety within the team. What is trust and safety? Very simply put, is the ability to fail and admit failure without the complete fear of getting fired or penalized for that failure. Now, I'm not saying that they should repeat the failure many times, right? Like, make a mistake, learn from your mistake is generally a rule for all human beings. Sometimes we make the mistake 3 times before we learn it in life and at work, but we must learn the lesson. At the same time, we need to understand and we need to set up a culture in the team that does contain trust and safety, so that people can feel free to explore, push the envelope in a control manner, push the envelope and explore, take risks, fail, knowing that the world is not going to shatter in the workplace if they do that. I think this leads me right into communication and collaboration practices. So that's the third characteristic, communication and collaboration practices, because once you have safety and trust, then that applies also to communication and collaboration practices. Team members feel more open to collaborate with each other and groups of other teams, which is extremely important, but also feel like they can express their communication and say things, not in order to injure other people, but they can say things more freely that they don't understand. They can ask more questions that they don't understand, and questions are always a good way to deeper their understanding, but also to bring up potentially new and better ideas. I'll tell you that based on my experience, high-performing teams protect the 3 characteristics to teeth and bone. They really, really care about a shared goal and a sense of purpose. They really, really care about trust and safety, and they really deeply care about how do we communicate within the team, is everybody included, and how do we collaborate within the team and with each other throughout the company. Those are their strengths, and that's how whatever work you assign to them, they will be excellent at it. Of course, within their skills. By the way, I am Marina and I have been in technology for over 15 years. I have a few courses about high-performing happy teams and one about technical product management in AI. So follow me for more content like this one.